The Tipping Point with Mike Tipton is brought to you by Dubby. What is Dubby? Dubby is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like those other energy drinks have. They also have no maltodextrin fillers and don't use artificial dyes. Dubby contains vitamins, amino acids, a nootropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. Dubby's products are made in the USA in an FDA-inspected facility that strictly adheres to GMP manufacturing guidelines. All of the flavors are unique and custom-made by Dubby, and you'll never taste our taste anywhere else. The best part about it is they're affordable. Dubby's drinks come out to about $1 per drink, much cheaper than Starbucks or any of those canned energy drinks. To learn more, visit dubby.gg.com/discount/MRTipton33 and place your order today. Use promo code MrTipton33 and save today. Dubby Energy, be better. What's going on, everybody? I want to tell you about my new friends over at Cleverman. Visit them online at becleverman.com. What they gave me was the energizing face and beard scrub along with the Cleverman face scrubber. And trust me when I say this, the energizing face and beard scrub smells amazing. Combining it with the face scrubber, making sure that your boy was looking as good and sexy as possible, opened up a whole different sensation in my face that I haven't ever felt before. I felt so clean, so fresh, and so clean, like Outcast said, and it helped me feel like I was ready for my day. Make sure you visit them online at becleverman.com and follow them on Instagram at clevermannyc. The link is up in my bio if you want to check out all the amazing products they have. Visit them online, becleverman.com. Good morning, everybody. Hope that you're having yourself a wonderful Wednesday so far. Show just started. We already got Tommy in the comment section saying, good morning, Tip. Good morning, Tommy. Hope that you're doing well today. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. And Tommy, you're the first one to comment. You can move the show however you want to move the show. You already know where I'm going to want to start. So maybe you play a little preventive defense here and you give me something that you want to talk about, because I know you don't want to talk about what I saw last night. A lot of good stuff going on today, guys. But before I jump into the show, as we are live on Facebook, on YouTube, on the Tipton Sports Broadcasting Network, on the Under the Hood podcast channel as well, I just want to take a moment right now to express my condolences to the family of Henry Soto. He comments on the show every now and then, but he passed away on the 9th from cancer. And I just wanted to reach out to the family and say, you know, I appreciate the support that he gave me over the years. I know he was a hell of a guy, a hell of a person for you guys, one hell of an example as well. And I just wanted to give my thoughts and condolences out to them on this show that he supported many, many times. Thank you, Henry, for that. And we'll see you later on down the road, brother. All right. Now then. I know that's a weird transition. I gotta come up with better transitions going forward. I will say, Tommy, one of our guys, hardcore Dallas Cowboys fan, was Henry. Also, really did not like Jerry Jones, which I don't blame him. I mean, who does? I don't even think Jerry Jones likes Jerry Jones, but it is what it is. You know what? That's actually a good place to get started. Let's talk about the NFL. Look at that, Tommy. From Beyond, giving us the best way to start the show. I saw an article yesterday talking about Bengals wide receiver Andre Yoshivash. And yes, that's how you say it, even though it's not spelled that way. Andre Yoshivash. And he was talking about how he got like online abuse. Thank you so much for that, Tommy. How he got online abuse. And he was letting like trolls online get into his head and get him out of his game and doing all that other stuff and all the nonsense that goes along with it. And I thought to myself, you're an NFL player. At some point in time, you had to have had some sort of criticism that came out your way. Why is it now all of a sudden some sort of an issue that you're getting hated on, right? I'm bringing up the article right now as Andre Yoshivash was talking about it. And again, not the typical wide receiver name. Maybe that says something more about me than it does anything else. That I say that's not the typical wide receiver name. Maybe I got to look into myself a little bit there, because that does seem a little odd that would be the first thing that comes out of my mouth. But nonetheless, we are rocking it. We're doing it. Andre Yoshivash saying, quote, I feel like last year I was a little bit in my head. I had those drops in those games and people were telling me to go kill myself and all kinds of stuff. I never had that stuff happen to me before. This is exactly where I was going to go, Tommy. Thank you. Why do professional athletes even do social media? LOL. I agree. They normally have like a team of people that run all that stuff for them. You can contain yourself in a little itty bitty bubble that you don't have to ever deal with. Like you can surround yourself with a bunch of yes men. We've seen it at the highest levels in the world. You can surround yourself with a bunch of yes men, a bunch of yes women, if we want to be politically correct about that as well. You can do anything you want to make sure that you've got all kinds of stuff going on with it, right? You need to have someone out there that manages your social media, that protects you as the asset from all of the bad stuff that could possibly go out there and harm you, right? Like that's what you need. Why a professional athlete like Yoshivash? Okay, a lot of people don't know who Andre Yoshivash is. Why you as a professional athlete feel the need to get on social media and see what people are saying about you is never, ever going to be a good idea. And then you go and you look at someone like Kevin Durant, one of the greatest to ever do it, and was given this whole thing of like, oh, I'm going to just, make burner accounts and troll people that don't like me. Well, that's such a childish thing to do. Tommy's saying Dak has social media, but he has someone who runs it for him. He pays no attention to it, so he says. Then going on to say, what? I can't deal with stuff myself, is what Augustine says. I can hire a lackey? Tommy giving us a little bit of laughs right here. I will say this. There has to come a point in time where you realize that you as the athlete can do exactly what other websites do. And I hope that the people that watch this show, I hope that you know how this goes. And I hope that you understand whenever you message a famous person on social media, 99% of the time, it's not them. It's their social media team. There's a guy that I know, I'm not going to out his name right now, but there's a guy that I know that does like marketing and stuff like that. And he helped build and design websites for adult entertainers. And they always had like these areas where you can click and you can send messages and money to the adult entertainer. It wasn't going to the adult entertainer. It was going to his inbox as the guy that created the website. And there would be people that were sending, thousands of dollars at a time, hoping that they can talk with these adult entertainers just to get a generic message sent back to them at 11 o'clock at night every Wednesday. They're not going to address you. I don't know how else to say that. The amount of messages even I have in my DMs that I have not replied to, and I am at no level of celebrity, but I still have people reaching out trying to do shit. The amount of unread messages and unreplied to messages is ever growing. Except for you, Tommy and Augustine, I will always reply to you guys. It's called customer service. It sounds like the dudes that fall in love with a stripper at the strip club, right? Or the bartender really likes me. No, she doesn't, dude. She's just trying to get a tip. But it's not love. They don't love you. I hope I'm not killing anybody's mindset right here. It's the service industry. Service industry. Customer service. The bartender doesn't like you. The waitress doesn't like you, or waiter. The stripper doesn't like you. You are not the guy that she's going to fall in love with. Loves your money, doesn't love you. You're unlovable. Speaking of unlovable, Augustine says, Dak doesn't care about social media, question mark. Doesn't surprise me. He doesn't care about the playoffs either. LOL. Augustine saying it's way too early. It really, I'm sorry, Augustine. I shouldn't have been the one to let people know that. Strippers, bartenders, and waitresses are not in love with you. And Dak, yes, you can tell Dak does not care about the playoffs. I will agree with you on that as well. But as the fifth best quarterback, a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, the same as Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, one of the best to ever do it. I almost got in an argument the other day because I said that Tony Romo was the best quarterback in Dallas Cowboys history, and people got mad at me. But he is. Like, genuinely, he is. Statistically. You cannot, like, there's not a better quarterback in the history of the Dallas Cowboys, statistically, than Tony Romo. And Dak's getting there. Crazy to think that we're going on season number 10 or 11 with Dak. Oh, man. My Dak is so throbbing right now. But nonetheless, Andre Yoshivash goes on to say, quote, so I got in my head a little bit whenever those people, were in my DMs and they're flooded with people telling you to kill yourself. My guy, do not look at the messages. Never read the messages that you get on social media. The Crooked Commission saying, Mike, what's good? Money Mike, what's good? And Augustine saying Tony Romo is the best quarterback in Cowb history. The commission saying that. Tommy Cananza, what's up, bro? I love seeing the little community that we have created here. A safe space for hurt sports fans. That's what this show is. A safe space for hurt sports fans. Unlike those strippers, bartenders, and waitresses, I do care about you. So please, if you got some problems, let me know. I'll be here for you. I'll be there for you. The angelic voice. I decided I wasn't going to try to do any vibrato or anything like that today. Drinking my coffee. Also, I'm worried about this. You got the coffee with a white shirt. It's probably going to spill all over myself because I am not a smart person. I kind of figured I just got an email right now that told me I wasn't going to get a media credential to the Savannah Bananas. Kind of figured I was just trying to help out my crew. I will be there because I got to work the damn game, but I wanted my crew to be there, get some pictures, do their thing. Maybe I could find a way to get it done anyway. We'll see. Augustine saying, why can't he read the message? Take it with a pinch of salt. Who cares what fans say? I agree. But I also feel like, and again, this is going to be me being like old guy, right? As Tommy gives some love to the commish. Augustine saying, man, I'm in the car and that sounded awful. You don't like the sweet, angelic voice of Michael Tipton? Or are you telling me that I should sing again? I'll be there for you. There you go. See, I fixed it a little bit. And I will always hate you. That'll be me singing to Jerry Jones. But I don't hate Jerry Jones. He just doesn't want to do a bump with me. I'm going to get fired from my real job for some of the stuff I say one of these days. The commission saying went from friends to cringe. Oh, 100%. You know, the funny thing is I've never seen Friends. Maybe one of these days I will, but I haven't ever watched it, at least like not a full episode. I like the Big Bang Theory, so I'll go to the Big Bang Theory. Tommy Cananza saying, what's the Savannah Bananas LMAO? Wow, like okay, and you know what? I get it. I totally get it because I know that not everyone likes baseball. The Savannah Bananas is a different version of baseball, much more fan-oriented, a 2-hour clock where they run down time. Every inning, you get like certain amount of runs. Whoever has more runs at the end of the inning gets a point, and it's like a point system. That's how you win these games. They have an overtime system, which is the pitcher, the catcher, the batter, and one fielder. And you got to try to get around as many bases as possible with that one fielder. Then if you go into like double overtime, they load the bases, one pitcher, one catcher, no fielder, and you've got to try to get everybody around off that one swing that you get. So it is a fun little way of playing baseball. We don't have the Savannah Bananas proper here in El Paso. On Friday and Saturday, we will have the party animals. Or no. We'll have the firefighters and the Texas tailgaters coming in here. They've already sold out all their tickets. It's wild the way that they sold out these tickets. They don't sell them the way that you normally do at a ticket office or anything like that. You have to go to the website. You have to go and apply for a lottery, and maybe you get some tickets. It should be a fun time. They're going to close down a couple of the streets downtown. There's going to be like a party, a tailgate, all kinds of stuff that I am looking forward to doing and hanging out with. I applied for a media credential. I know even though we reached a little over 240,000 people on my various social medias over the last month, that wasn't enough to get credentialed by the Bananas, but it was always worth a try. Trying to get my people as much experience as possible. Augustine saying that Simon Cowell is having a heart attack right now because of how bad my singing is. The commission saying that he's more of a party animals guy himself. Carolina giving us a little heart emojis. Hey, I appreciate it. A little bit of love. As much love as I can give and get. Got to turn my hands a specific way. There we go. I'm a grown-ass man. I shouldn't be doing that. But that's what we're doing. We are converting the stadium to fit like all the stuff that they're going to be trying to do. I was hoping that the game would be on ESPN because I do have a contract with ESPN, but it's only going to be on YouTube, which is still kind of cool. Like it's a fun environment. Like I assure you, if you watch the game on YouTube with the Savannah Bananas YouTube channel, you will enjoy yourself. Augustine saying the Bananas don't like the tip. I guess not. I'm not wild enough for them. It's going to be a fun time. I'm looking forward to it. Carolina giving us some more heart emojis. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's better than what Tommy does. Tommy throws tomatoes at me half the time. I haven't spoken about Philadelphia yet, Tommy, so don't worry about the tomatoes. I'm worried about talking about the Spurs, though, because I know that's probably where the tomatoes are going to come just hurled my way as fast as possible. Oh, no, the broken heart emojis. I hope I did not break your heart. I have been known as a bit of a heartbreaker, though. Just Augustine, Tommy, and I. Come on, Bananas. Give him the creds. Hey, that's what I'm hoping for. I would like to get a media credential with him because I think, again, it really does fit kind of what we do here, where we don't take sports as serious as some people do, but we still kind of take them serious, but we joke about it a little bit, right? Every time people ask me to explain like some of the like what I came up with for the show for them, I got to remind them like, look, it's not a typical sports show. It's more hanging out at the bar with your friends. Unfortunately for us, we must be alcoholics because we're doing this at 8:00 in the morning on a Wednesday right now. But that's what the whole part of the show was supposed to be. There we go. I love that I'm getting all this love over here. Look at that. Tommy laughing at us a little bit. Why are you laughing at me, Tommy? Because I don't want to talk about the Spurs just yet. I have to I got to make sure I don't lose Tommy early on in the show like I did yesterday. 50 minutes in, Tommy's like, I really hope we get to talk about football soon. I'm a football player. I don't know why I made you sound like the bad guy from The Water Boy, but hey, I'll take it. I will take it. And then speaking about the Cincinnati Bengals, they are going to be in Madrid, Spain, against the Atlanta Falcons in week 9 of the NFL. And I keep thinking to myself, is this going to be a good game? Is this really like the foot forward that we want to give to Madrid, Spain? And then I wanted to think, I didn't look it up right now, but now that it's in my head, it's got to be better than what the hell we gave them last year, which was the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders. Both teams just not doing that good at all at that point in time. But I also feel like that's probably what we're going to wind up giving them with the Bengals and the Falcons, though, right? Like, that's not a game that I think – I mean, obviously, you know me, I'm a glutton for pain, so I'm going to tune into that game no matter what. But, like, I don't want to. I'm not going to be excited about it. It's not as cool as watching our Jacksonville Jaguars, everyone's second favorite team on this show, in London, right? It's the Bengals in Madrid, and it's just kind of mid. The Bengals and Falcons. Like, I feel like if you're going to do that, you've got to come up with something better, something bigger, right? Like, these international games deserve bigger name teams, more international recognition. I know we're not going to get the Cowboys in Europe because Jerry has said flat out it's not going to happen. But you need teams like that. Like, fucking bring out the 49ers. Bring out the defending champion Seahawks. At least they got some cachet. The Bengals and Falcons, this is just such a – neither franchise has done anything ever. And this is what we're going to bring into Spain to try to get people excited about? No, dude. Like, that's just – I don't know. Like it seems counterproductive to me. And what I'm going to do in the middle of the show right now is look at my NFL media credential login and see whenever these games come up how I can apply for them. Ooh, look at that. Oh, they haven't been updated yet. Still not updated. Interesting. Oh, well. It'll be fine. Ray Jackson tuning in over on Facebook right now saying, Lord Tipton, good morning, sir. Hopping on a bit before class starts. Look at that. Look at that. I love it. I absolutely love it. Tommy's saying that it's time for me to talk about the Spurs. No. I don't talk about Spurs on your timeline. I talk about them on my timeline. Let's go, Jerry. I hate the Europe games. Tommy hates the Europe games. The commish asking, is it tippy time yet? Oh, I mean tea time. Tea time. Tippy tea. I did send Tommy and Augustine a video yesterday on Instagram. Tommy doesn't reply to my Instagrams, so that's always fun. I'm messing with you, man. Of an energy drink sponsor that I'm trying to get, just because it goes perfectly with what we do here on this show. Ray, I hope you're having yourself a good day, sir. Before you go out there and shape the minds of children, I hope you show them this show and you're like, this is what you're not supposed to do. Don't be like this guy. Although I have done some pretty cool shit, so maybe be like this guy. Do it on your own. I don't hate the Europe games, Tommy. I did whenever I lived in Alaska because holy shit, that stuff would start at like 5 o'clock in the morning. It was the worst. The Alaska time zone, trying to watch sports in Alaska was a nightmare. But I don't know if I hate them. Like even now, waking up at 7 in the morning, it gives me a reason to drink a beer before I go to church, which is kind of the only way that I can deal with church. Tommy's saying, I don't want to get up at 6 a.m. to watch them. No, I agree. I agree. Ray saying, haha, no way. We have done some cool shit. Yeah, we have. Hell yeah, we have, man. I love this industry because there's so much that you can do. Tommy also apologizing to me. Well, didn't really apologize, but says, I don't get on Instagram very often. Just like I told y'all earlier, Tommy, just like the strippers, just like the bartenders, just like the waitresses that don't reply back to you when you slide into their DMs. Tommy, customer service guy. Love it. But like, I could understand why people don't want to go to or like watch the Europe games. Now, for me, obviously, I do want to go to like some of those games just for the experience of it, right? Like I went to Mexico City just for the experience of it. I didn't care about the 49ers or the Cardinals, but that was such an awesome experience to be able to go do. Especially hearing the Mexican national anthem in Estadio Azteca, like that was so damn cool. I'm so glad like I still have that video and I'll watch it every now and then. 100,000 people singing the Mexican national anthem, a beautiful song in just perfect a cappella, in perfect pitch. Like it was so great to sit there and witness that. I do think the Cowboys play in Brazil this year, right? August is saying, go to a Champions League game at Anfield. That would be amazing. I would like to see if the Jaguars will let me go to London again. I want to see what's going to be around there. So that way I can, check out some of the other stuff. Because the plan was if the Jaguars let me go to London, I'm just going out with like their support group because they have an amazing support group in London, which is wild to think about. But I was just going to go with the support group and get hammered drunk with a bunch of Brits, which I think would be awesome. Who like that's one of those life goal things, right? Like just go get hammered drunk in Britain with a bunch of Brits. Talk about the Revolutionary War and the War of 1812. Ray saying, if you go, I'll be your production assistant. Hey, I can always use as much help as I can possibly get. Good news from Michael Penix. He married his fiance and is back on the field throwing with the Atlanta Falcons. Does anybody care? Does anybody care? Oh, and my designated driver, says Ray. There you go. I appreciate that. That's always love. London to Liverpool is only a 2-hour train ride. What's in Liverpool other than the soccer team? I've heard of nothing good that has ever come out of Liverpool. Some people will tell me the Beatles, but if you've listened to this show long enough, you know that I know, or that I believe, that the Beatles are vastly overrated. Vastly overrated. Simple lyrics, simple beats. How they have 11 number one hits is beyond me. The Beatles, vastly overrated. If I go to London, though, the Beatles, amazing. I'm not going to get killed in London for my musical hot takes. Although, could you imagine? former iHeart employee, former media personality, Mike Tipton, found dead in British bar after hot takes on Beatles being bad. Well, it'll be something like that. Augustine saying, oh yeah, the Beatles suck. Ray saying the best Beatles song is Happiness is a Warm Gun. I might listen to that one. I don't think I've ever heard that one before. The commish calling me an uncultured swine. Wow, that hurts, commish. And Tommy asking me, how do you feel about this year's Thanksgiving game? For the Dallas Cowboys, or are we talking about in general? Because if we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys, I do like having a rivalry game on Thanksgiving. I wish it wasn't against the Philadelphia Eagles because I don't like losing on Thanksgiving. But, I mean, hey, they won last year against Kansas City, right? So maybe, just maybe, the sun shines on the dog's ass known as the Dallas Cowboys. They get themselves a win, and they can go all in instead of just the tip on this season.
I just want to put the tip in.
It's time for
Just a Tip.
That would make me uncomfortable.
Promise
promise that it ain't too much, but just enough. Just a tip. Just a tip.
Just the tip? Just the tip.
It's time for Just the Tip.
Just the Tip is brought to you by our friends over at www.myhappynuts.com. Guys, it is time. It's getting warm out there. It's time for you to invest in yourself. Make sure that your boys aren't sticky, aren't nasty, aren't as gross as you are, because look at you, you're gross and disgusting. The only way that you can make sure that you are the best that you can possibly be is with www.myhappynuts.com. Get rid of the bush with the bulber. Make sure your boys are nice and fresh with the comfort cream or the comfort powder. Make sure you're smelling good with the Big Wood body wash and the all body deodorant, the whole body deodorant from your pits to your tip. Take care of yourself with www.myhappynuts.com. Use promo code Mike Tipton at checkout and save on all of your male grooming needs. Tommy saying, of course. And then going on to say, Augustine says, that's a perfect segue for that Instagram drink. Oh, it 100% is. I'm telling you. I've got to find a way. I was looking at it yesterday, Augustine. We could talk about this another day, but I was looking at a way to get the sponsorship form, to get the affiliate program and stuff like that. So I will let you know how that goes in the future. As far as like the Thanksgiving game goes, like I love any Cowboys Thanksgiving game. You know, like I try to go to as many Thanksgiving games as I can, just because it's such a fun time to go out there. That also sounds super pretentious, like I'm Daddy Warbucks or I'm Scrooge McDuck or something like that. I'm not. I just know people, and I'm trying to see if I can get out there for the Philadelphia game. Maybe take a couple of friends. We'll see. I want to partner with a party bus. So, Tommy, maybe we jump on that party bus together, drink all the tequila, have ourselves a good old time, go watch our Dallas Cowboys pluck the feathers of those disgusting little birds, and then come home on a party bus drinking more tequila. I feel like that would be a great time. Augustine says, why are we talking about a game that is so far away in the future? Sure, it's going to get here, but come on. Come on, guy. Relax, guy. Because Tommy asked, man, like it's the Thanksgiving day for the Cowboys. Like that's the biggest game of the year. We're not making it to the Super Bowl, so the Thanksgiving game is the biggest day of the year. Give me a little bit of something, man. A little bit of something. A little bit of the taste. A little taste of glory. That's all I'm asking you for. Okay, I've stalled long enough. Tommy, I gave you 33 good minutes without talking about the San Antonio Spurs' absolute decimation of the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves got that ass stomped. Ashley saying, giving me the Eagles sign right there. She, as an Eagles fan, I hope all the bad things in life happen to the Eagles and only the Eagles. Augustine saying, let's talk about what is here. Football. Hey, football is life. As some of you may know, the El Paso Locomotive did wind up signing yesterday Cristo Fernandez from Ted Lasso fame. I can't wait. I've been excited about this, kind of knew about it in the background, all that type of stuff, seeing him walk around the stadium and all that. It's been awesome. And I can't wait to see what type of crowds we get, what type of love the team gets, because they got a big star, like movie star playing soccer, and he's actually really damn good. That's the crazy part about it. And like, it's an amazing story, just an amazing story with everything that he's got going on. But the El Paso Locomotive don't play in El Paso again until May 27th. Hopefully I'll see you all there. That's Lucha Night. So we're going to have all the luchadors out there and stuff as well. Our friends from the Nation of Wrestling are going to be out there. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a fun time. But the San Antonio Spurs yesterday, belt to ass on the Minnesota Timberwolves. I was a happy guy. The two games that the Timberwolves won against the Spurs, they won by a total of 7 points. The three games that the Spurs have beat the Minnesota Timberwolves have been by 38 points, 29 points, and 7 points. They are getting belt to ass. But the thing is that you see the importance of Wembanyama right there. The way that he was altering shots, the way that he was doing his thing. Augustin saying two things Tommy loves, soccer and wrestling. And then Tommy says, who cares? Talking about Cristo Fernandez. That's hurtful, man. I got to get you out to one of these games, Tommy. I know you're not a big football guy. I'm not a big soccer guy either. But I got to get you out to one of these games, hook you up with a support group, like the team support group, not like AA or anything like that. Hook you up with the support group, and you're going to have a good-ass time, dude. I promise you. Even if you don't care about the game, it is a vibe, man. You got to get out there sometime. I encourage everybody, whether you're in El Paso or not, make a trip to El Paso so that you can watch the El Paso Locomotive in person. It is a fun time. That is the one thing that I will say soccer does better than any sport in the United States is the fan bases for soccer are so rabid, so ravenous that it's just a lot more fun. A lot more fun. Now, if your team is good in football, then yeah, you got a pretty awesome atmosphere. If your team is really good in basketball, you got a really awesome atmosphere. But whether your team is good or whether your team is bad in soccer, the fans are always there. The diehards are always there, supporting, doing their thing. Hell, even the watch parties. We have a contract with Paloma Bar on the west side of El Paso. I guess kind of by UTEP. I don't know if I call it UTEP West anymore, but it's over there by UTEP. And we do like these watch parties. So I'll go out there every now and then just to kind of see what it's like. And they bring out the diehard fans. They got their drums. They got all their stuff. They're having themselves a good old time. Augustin saying Tommy is having a heart attack right now. LOL. I don't think Tommy's having a heart attack. Tommy's in good shape. Wears the little shorts, the Hoochie Daddy shorts at UPS. He's in good shape. The only way you get to wear the Hoochie Daddy shorts is if you're in good shape. You can't be a big fat fuck like me wearing the Hoochie Daddy shorts. Although I do rock the Hoochie Daddies every now and then. I might be big and fat, but I got some nice legs. That's the one thing. I got to have nice legs in order to pick up all this girth. That's probably not the way I should have said it, but I stand by it. The Spurs take themselves a 3-2 series lead over the Minnesota Timberwolves after beating the brakes off of them, 126-97, and it wasn't even that close. Tommy's saying that he was thinking of a different R word to describe soccer fans. That's mean, dude. That is so mean, but also very valid. Very valid sometimes. Some of the soccer fans that I have met out there, not El Paso Locomotive fans, but soccer fans that I've met out there, Augustine, really, really, really do kind of lean into that one. But that's such a mean thing to say, Tommy. I can't believe you. But it's true. That's true. I'm down with you, Tommy. I got you. We're on the same page right now, same wavelength. Oh, man. I see what you're doing. You're doing all this stuff so that you can keep me off of talking about the Spurs and the way they dominated the Minnesota Timberwolves. Again, if this is the version of the Spurs that we get going forward, where they are hungry, they are focused, they know what they want, and they don't drop dumb games, they don't create silly penalties for themselves, they don't do anything stupid to hurt themselves in the long run. This is what you can get. A dominating performance. Augustine saying, what's the R word? Rogustine. That's what I would say it is. Rogastine. That's the perfect word for it. I was watching the Kevin Hart roast the other day, and the amount of times that word was dropped. My God, dude. Tommy's saying, I'm getting canceled now. LMAO. Nah, you're not going to get canceled, Tommy. I'll bring you back. I mean, we've heard people say much worse. Much worse. And I think it's making a comeback for whatever reason. I don't say it. like me personally, I don't say it. A lot of people in my life are affected. So I try not to say it. But it is funny in the right context. Tommy's saying, I mean, Augustine. Enough said. Yeah. Augustine is really living up to that word, Tommy. As you said, you called him out and it got him. Although I also feel like Augustine was being a little facetious, right? Augustine playing a different level of defense against us. Much like the San Antonio Spurs, the way they dominated the Minnesota Timberwolves. Tommy saying, you, Augustine, it's you. What a wild show this has been so far today. Okay. All right. Anthony Edwards, though, following the loss to the San Antonio Spurs, says that they're not worried. We're not worried about losing. We're confident in winning. We know what we have with this team and how good this team can be. I think about it and I'm like, you kind of like, I don't know if I like that mindset or if I don't like that mindset. Because one, yes, you should say that you're not worried about things. You believe in your team. You're doing all that other stuff. Augustine saying the Spurs suck. Tommy letting Augustine know that he is the definition of that word. Augustine and Tommy are going to come together with their mutual hatred of the San Antonio Spurs. I'm surprised you guys don't have a support group with one another, just hating on the San Antonio Spurs, but it's okay. It is okay. Anthony Edwards saying that he's not worried about what's going on. I understand the bravado behind it, right? Because you're a professional athlete. You should never let them see the cards or how you're feeling or anything of that nature. Going back to Andre Yoshivash and what we were talking about earlier. But now you're one game away from being eliminated. One game away from not reaching where you were last season. And you have to win the next two games. Have to. End of discussion. Against a team that whenever they're right is absolutely dominant. If the Spurs win right now, right, they win on Friday because they don't get another game until Friday. If the Spurs win on Friday, they have the potential to make this series the largest margin of defeat on average of any series in NBA playoff history. And that includes what we just saw with the New York Knicks beating the brakes off the Philadelphia 76ers. The commission, I have to bounce tip. Let me know about tonight. Are you trying to bounce on the tip tonight? What's going on here? I'm messing with you. I know what you're talking about. I will definitely let you know. Maybe I'll be on the show with you and the mouth from the Bay a little bit later on today. Tommy's saying, okay, I throw in the towel. I'm moving on. Let's go Thunder. LOL. Just everything anti-Spurs. Is that what we are? Everything anti-Spurs, Tommy? Is that what you do? It hurts a little bit. I'm not going to lie. It really does. I thought we were closer than this. I genuinely thought, you know, when your team is good, I'll root for your team. When my team is good, you'd root for my team. Instead, I find out you just hate my team, hate everything about me. Oh, man. I get it, though. I'd be the same way. But I guess it's different, right? Like, for me, I can root for the Dallas Mavericks to win another championship because they're so far behind the San Antonio Spurs in the amount of championships they've won. Same thing with the Thunder. Same thing with the Rockets. They are so far behind. what the San Antonio Spurs have done. As a matter of fact, you can add up the Rockets, the Thunder, and the Mavericks amount of championships, and it still doesn't equal the amount of championships the Spurs have. So I understand where you're coming from, Tommy. I completely understand it. So it'll be nice to see your little team get a win here and there. That was so condescending. I'm sorry. I couldn't get through it. Tommy says, like I said yesterday, F the Spurs. F them in their F and A's. I mean, I'm good with it, man. I am good with it. I understand Tommy being a hating ass hater. Hate. Despite getting blown out on the road for the second time in this series, the Minnesota Timberwolves and their star Anthony Edwards exuded a level of unwavering confidence with his season on the brink against the 62-win San Antonio Spurs, saying, quote, I don't see nobody in our locker room that's too worried. There's another basketball game. Come out, put your boots on, and get ready to go to war, is what Anthony Edwards said. I don't see nobody. That's a double negative. So then that must mean there is somebody in the locker room that has shown that they are terrified of Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs. Thus the reason why the damn Minnesota Timberwolves have to play as effing dirty as they've been playing against the San Antonio Spurs. You can see time and time again the way that they're elbowing Wemby in the back, the way they're pushing him in the back. I get it. You got to do what you got to do. And if the refs aren't going to call it, by all means, be as dirty as you want to be. But whenever that big-ass dude decides that he wants to just turn around and throw an elbow into Naz Reid's throat, you can't be mad because you pushed him to that brink. You jerks. Man. Tommy's saying the A's and P's. That's right. Absolutely hating the San Antonio Spurs. I get it, dude. I understand. They're a hard team to love sometimes, but it's because they're so good. That's why I love them. They're so damn good. Going on with more NBA news, the 76ers have let go of their GM, Daryl Morey. Daryl Morey, the guy who created the process, took over the process. I'm trying to see exactly when he got hired. In Philadelphia. I was about to say, it wasn't the whole process because he was in Houston. I didn't know that Cooper Flagg's nickname was Gumby. That's cool, man. I didn't know Cooper Flagg's nickname was Gumby. What gave him that nickname? And I know nobody's scared of him. He's the least scary person in the NBA. Now, if he was a 7'5" French alien that can shoot, that could dribble, that can block, that just changes the game by his mere presence, that leads the NBA in, nah, I ain't going to take that shot. That guy right there, now I understand. Tommy's saying that the San Antonio Spurs are the Eagles of the NBA for me. I can see it. I can understand. Again, division rival with the Dallas Mavericks. I just hope that the Spurs and the Mavericks one day meet in the conference finals and the San Antonio Spurs win in 4 games by an average of 50 damn points a game. That they beat the hate into you deeper and deeper, as deep as it can possibly go. Come to the dark side. Something dark side. That felt like a bit much. I'm sorry, Tommy. All right. I just want to give a little bit of love to my San Antonio Spurs out here kicking ass, doing the thing that they do best. All right, everybody. we're going to go ahead and call it a show today because I got to get to work. I got to go all the way to downtown El Paso. I appreciate y'all tuning in. We will be back live tomorrow working on a new potential sponsorship. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks, I can tell you all about that one as it comes up. TIP VIP Friday coming up as well 2 days from now. I'll put the link out. I think I might even do like questions and answers and stuff like that. Put it out on social media. You got questions, I'll answer the questions on the show. In the meantime, everybody, I hope you have a great Wednesday. Don't go out there and get too drunk. If you do get too drunk, make sure you got somewhere to drive or someone to drive you. And I'll be happy with that. Other than that, everybody, thank you so much. We'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good day.